morning, America. Good morning, good morning, good morning. You are listening live to the Whip Appeal show hosted by MistressCandy69. I am live at Exxotica morning, day 2. I am in my hotel room just kind of vegging out. Going to do a little recap of the fun activities that had happened last night at Exxotica. I will say this, it's pretty interesting to walk around the convention center without having that large anchor behind myself. I was able to do whatever I wanted last night, which of course Mistress should always be able to do. I was in extreme mistress form last night, right, Chris?
Yes.
And my friend who was with me last night,
13.
oh God, this was hilarious. Of course, Mistress walks up to where Evan Stone was sitting, right? And I need my friend to explain this whole scenario. So let me get something while you tell the story.
All right, so we walk up to Evan Stone. It's like a big moment. He's a hero of mine. And she says he turns around and leans over to you. So nice to see you with PG-13 now. And then through the whole evening, not only does she refer to me, Mistress refers to me as PG-13, her vanilla friend. Like I'm so like vanilla. I'm like, great. Why? Because I'm not wearing like a tutu and a skirt, you know?
No.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, she's not dragging me around on a leash, and I'm not in a tutu. So I'm vanilla. I'm like, I said I'm not PG-13. I said I'm at least rated R.
All right, but hold on. But you gotta say what happened, Evan Stone. We walk up to his booth. And I don't say anything to him. So you got to explain to them how the
I didn't know all the particulars. I said hello to him. I asked him for an autograph, and I asked him if he could sign it with his dick. I thought it was funny. I don't know.
And he laughed.
Yeah, we had a big laugh, me and him. It was great. He's like, I'm going to put the pen in my pee hole. We laughed, and he didn't sign anything with his dick. Don't worry, folks. We don't know where that thing has been.
Evan,
actually, we have videos. We pretty much know exactly where it's been.
Evan Stone is the Exxxotica spokesman. He is also a well-known, established porn star in the porn industry. So, and it's an extreme pleasure that Mistress is very good friends with him, correct? Yeah. So we go to the event, and I see him. He's talking to, like, some people at his booth or whatever. And so then he says... what did he say to me? He just walked right up to me, gave me a big juicy kiss, and he was fondling Mistress, right?
Yeah.
He says to Mistress, he goes, "Wow, Mistress, you look fucking fantastic." And I had told him that, I was single, but I did tell him about my new boyfriend.
Yeah,
and
she's not single. She's got like this 20-year-old with her.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I did tell Evan that I was single for like a couple of months.
Yeah,
right?
She's a little cradle robber.
And that now I have a 26-year-old boyfriend. And he actually looked at me and was like...
He's only 20 years younger than her.
So you told Evan that he was 20 years younger than me, right? And
yeah.
What was his expression again?
I don't know. He smiled. He loved it. He was eating it up.
So, of course, it was fun to see him. I would like to go see him again today and take some more photos with him and his girlfriend.
We're going to have hours to just walk around. I mean, you cased that place inside an hour.
Oh, I know. Well, yesterday I didn't get to go see actually every booth because honestly, my
you still never found those people, right?
I'm still looking for Mike and Sherry from AFI.
You sure they were there?
Yeah, I don't know if they're there or not. I should actually...
Are you passing?
Yes, I'm passing. I should actually text Lorenzo and ask him if they're... Because the Mad Harlot was usually with them. So if she's there, then they got to be there too. So I want to try to find the Mad Harlot today, go back to see Casey and Sir Lorenzo at their booth at 449 at Exxxotica Expo. And then I actually want to... Oh, fuck. Is the towel back under the door?
Yeah. No,
it's not. Oh, man. We're smoking in the room here and fucking our wake and bake joint. So basically, before it actually helps Mistress's achy feet and achy body. So I kind of need to do it. It's kind of like medicinal purposes. Yeah, and fix that fucking heat. The heat's fucking, like, my feet are freezing in here.
Oh, so you want the window open or crack the window?
No, you could crack the window, but I just turn the heat up then, at least. I mean, kind of defeats the purpose, but So just so you know, Chris is not my slave for the weekend, but he did say to me yesterday that I was.
Don't believe a word of that. She's been the whole time. Carry this. Take that, Chris. Go get me a coffee, Chris.
Well, you know why? Because we had the only existing.
She's mistress. She's in a little get up. And she's like, I'm just here for her slavery.
No.
Yeah, so we get back, right? We get back to the room after, right? She's like, we got lasagna. I'm like, I think she's going to cook for me. She's like, go ahead, make yourself lasagna. Take care of yourself. I got to take my boots off, And then, the best was, so we go walking into the car, and she stops halfway. She goes, I can see the car. Go get it. I'm not walking. She hangs out. Yeah, she's dressed like a little dirty mistress whore, okay?
Mistress whore.
Hey, listen, I want to paint the picture from. She's wearing a little
very
skirt
sexy outfit.
She's wearing a little outfit where when she bends over, her ass just totally hangs out, right? And she's like hanging out with total strangers. She's like, go get the car. I'm like, I don't even want to leave her alone with these strange fucking
Listen,
guys.
I know them. They've been at events before. I know them.
Okay, yeah, sure. Yeah,
no,
she knew them.
I do know them.
Yeah.
They've been at Exxxoticas before. They actually work for a film company, yeah.
Okay.
Yes. But it was pretty funny.
Yeah,
and
I knew them. They were just hanging out in the parking lot, and I walked right over to them and said, go get the car, bitch. Yeah.
They were fucking cracking up. They actually asked me if you were my slave. I said, no.
I sure fucking felt like it.
I said, no. I said, but
no, yes, yeah.
Listen, I was walking around in heels for like a couple of hours, okay? And Mistress's feet were absolutely fucking killing me.
Too. I was wearing my loggers.
Yeah, but your heels are different than my heels.
Yeah, I know. They were only like an inch or two, I know. But still is a lot for me.
Yeah, for you. But walk with your feet in fucking high heels. Yeah, logging boots hurt your feet. But imagine if we had the reverse shoes. I would be more comfortable in your logging boots than I was in my boots last night. But everybody said I looked fan-fucking-tastic, which is awesome to hear.
Yeah. Oh, listen, guys. This whole weekend's all about Mistress Candy. Me. Excuse me. I got a couple of seconds. Let me text James. Let me send stuff to my Instagram. Let's do the show. Let's have this and that. It's all. Mistress Candy, Mistress Candy. We just talked about I'm not allowed to use her real name.
Yeah, actually, it's really funny.
She keeps using my real name on the air. And I'm like, oh, well, excuse me. In fact, Evan Stone. So I used her name, and he goes, oh, I finally know your real name.
That's hilarious. Yeah. So look, all my friends, fans, and whatever, and are slowly but surely going to find out my real name. You want to laugh what I almost
No, I'm not
just
saying
did.
her last name. So, listen, I use her first name, but that's only because I known her since before she was Mistress Candy. I was just telling somebody, I said, I'm going to Exxxotica. They go, what? And the guy goes, Chris is taking off work to go to some fuck fest. And I'm like, right. I was like, don't call up the office and tell. Yeah, I said, dude, I wish it was a fuck fest. Then at least I'd be getting laid, right? So,
that's hilarious.
Well, hey, listen, we can be honest here, and
that's hilarious.
Yeah, I don't have to candy. Listen, I don't have to candy Cody on a whip heel show. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly, correct.
You're not here because you want to hear how celibate I am. Okay, it's not by choice, guys. I'm not like a fucking priest. You know. But,
but you're live on the Whip Appeal show on the BDSM Live Radio Network. And actually later today...
Wait. What was that guy's fucking weed? Von
Dirt.
Yeah, Von Dirt gave us... Oh, I got the spray. Dude, I got all kinds of shit so we can walk around Exxxotica and I can get high without actually smoking. I mean, we go outside, we were smoking joints right outside the front door. Nobody say anything, but...
Yeah.
I can be eating gummies. I even got like this spray. The guy sold me the spray that you spray the fucking weed.
It's like sublingual.
It's like a...
it absorbs onto your tongue.
It's an aerosol. He claims that it's supposed to be good if you put it on your...
Wait, listen. Stop squeezing the joint. Hold the fucking cardboard piece. My God, a squisher. They fucking squished the joint to death.
Oh, excuse me. I'm squishing the joint. She hangs onto the joint till they go out. I'm in the car, right? We're smoking. She won't shut up. Just smoke the joint. Just shut the fuck up long enough to smoke the joint. I don't care.
Listen, the last time we smoked in the car yesterday, it didn't go out once. I smoked that fucking whole shit with you.
Look, guys, if you haven't noticed, I talk a lot. We have to compete for me to get an word in edgewise. Believe me, on the way in, it was an adult trip. She wouldn't stop. I had to be like, yo, I'm trying to listen to the GPS and her at the same times I was making up. You confused me. Shut up for a second.
It was funny. But we got stuck in a lot of traffic. So you know what? It wasn't that bad.
We got high. It wasn't all that bad. It was only... Listen, when you're in a car for 2 hours, it's nothing.
Exactly.
Goes quick, especially with the way she talks.
Yeah.
She's getting ready. Exxotica. Yo, she showed up at my car with like 2 suitcases. It was... right. She can't... Right. The boot bag doesn't count as a suitcase. So I was like, 3 suitcases. She got 3 suitcases on... 2 suitcases on wheels, a boot bag... you name it, a box full of groceries. We were like ready to go. We were like on a road trip.
Well, that's exactly what we're on a road trip.
Yeah, I know. It was like we were going away for a month and we're only going away for 2 days.
Listen, I have a lot of outfits to wear.
Yeah.
So Mistress likes to change her clothes. Like, especially today. Today I'll wear one outfit, like at the first half of the show. Then I'll come back to the hotel and kind of, change an outfit. I used to bring like a whole bunch of one suitcase used to only be for like whips and paddles and stuff when I used to stay in the dungeon. But now I don't really have to stay in the dungeon. Now I want to go in the dungeon today and I'm bringing my oak paddle and my fucking...
So you can go there and just whip people? You don't have to...
Yeah. I just have to sign a waiver. For Kinky College does the dungeon now at Exxxotica. So...
You don't have to pay for it? You just go in?
No, just go right in.
All right.
So I actually remember last night I talked to Bruce.
You got to like tie me up and whip me? That could be the next thing, guys. She could be like whipping me just for a spectacle.
I actually was going to ask you if you wanted to volunteer today.
I knew, guys. I knew this. We'll get some photos and stuff like that. It'll be on our Whip Appeal page. Yeah.
I spanked
my
you
PG.
Last night.
Yeah, my PG. Yeah, I did have a photo. I did ask for a photo getting spanked.
But it's funny. Evan Stone calls him because I told him. I said, "Oh, this is my friend Chris from." We've known each other. I've known him since I'm like 13, 14 years old. Mm-hmm. And he's like, wow. He goes, so he's PG Mistress, PG. Like,
yeah. A PG. Mistress is PG 13. I knew. You know what? I should have got like one of those like, well, I guess it would have looked like I was gay, like one of those leather outfits, like like Judas Priest used to wear.
Yeah,
like a Judas Priest outfit with the hat and the spikes, like before.
Oh, you'd be dressed like a gay leather gimp.
Yeah. So that'd be like gay, but I was trying to think of something like I don't know, something to make me fit in.
That's gay leather BDSM.
Yeah, I don't want to be gay. I already told her. I said you can't put me in a tutu and a fucking like Mr. Hello Kitty.
Listen, I don't fucking force that on anybody. Usually people that want to do that just do that.
She looked at me one night at a bar and she was there with him, Cupcake, and she said, "I beat his ass till his asshole turned red." And
he had a bruise for like a month.
Yeah. I bruised his fucking ass. And then I put him in Hello Kitty panties. And then we came here and put him in a miniskirt. She looked over and she goes, "How would you like if I did that to you?" And I swear to God, guys, I looked over and said, "No, I don't think so."
Yeah, right away.
Yeah,
like,
no. Not that I'm not into, having my way with Mistress Candy or anything like that, but I wasn't be putting on no skirt.
But wait,
she could have paddled my ass. But there was putting a skirt on is like crossing a fucking line for me. I don't go down that road. There's no Hello Kitty panties, no fucking skirt. I'm no fucking fruitcake.
Well, that's good.
Sorry, guys. If there's fruitcakes out there, I know this is like a place for you to be fruitcake. It's okay. You know what I'm saying? So
but
I'm not
to each his own, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not saying it's bad or wrong because this. Let's face it. I'm on Whip Appeal. There's some crazy shit going here. Goes on in this whole domain. I am PG-13. So understand. You know what I'm saying?
He's vanilla. I told
her vanilla friend.
I told Casey Carter and Sir Lorenzo yesterday. I'm like, Chris is vanilla. They're
my
like
vanilla friend.
My vanilla friend.
I said I'm rated R. I smoke pot. I curse.
It was hilarious.
Yeah. I masturbate to porn. I'm not PG-13.
What did you tell Evan?
Oh no, I didn't say Evan, but I said did it. Oh, what is that?
That's the roach from before. It was on the bed.
Okay. Oh, no. What I said to her was like, "Hi." She introduced me to Evan Stone, and I said to her, "I said, hi, Evan. You're a big fan. You're my hero. I've masturbated to a lot of your movies."
And when he laughed, right? It's pretty funny though. Like I said, I've known him for when I went to AVN in Las Vegas. He was in Vegas. I was a little heavier at the time. I was fat, and he was like.
It's a shame they banned Ron Jeremy. I would have liked to meet him.
Yeah, he's banned from Exxxotica. But, I mean, there's other people there.
No, listen, there were so many hot porn chicks. I was, like, afraid to get close to him. My dick might bump into him or something. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, but my friend Misty gave you a fucking
the chick torqued me. She torqued me.
I asked her. She was like, "Oh, absolutely, mistress."
Yeah.
And I asked her to do because she's like kind of submissive. So she took my order and did exactly what I told her.
What a sweet little ass it was. I know it was all the action I'm going to get this weekend, but at least it was worth it.
We'll go see her again today, and I'll take a video of you getting
Of you
her.
talking again? Oh, rub. Okay. Yeah, see how many girls she can have rub all over my ass.
I'm gonna see if I can get all the girls.
At the after parties, they're drinking.
Yeah, they're drinking.
Maybe these hot drunk chicks will get horny when they're drunk. I don't know. It's tough because most of these chicks either with, so I'm there, and she's like, "There's all these hot, horny, drunk chicks," and we were there, and she didn't go to the after party, right? But we were there, and there was all these chicks, and it seemed like they were either with chicks or dudes. Yeah, I couldn't tell, like, there was two hot chicks together, and they looked like they were fucking. I couldn't tell who was who and what was going on.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff there.
Yeah.
But a lot of people were either dressed very vividly, or a lot of people had, like, body paint on them when naked.
Yeah, right. The one chick, we were hanging out with Penelope from the body. I'm going to get, if we see her again today, I'll try to get a photo.
Pollyanna.
I was supposed to, it was Pollyanna. I was supposed to get photos for Pollyanna. And, any kind of, like, naked, painted, or any smutty photos I want for the guys at work. Let me tell you something. And it's going to be XXX when I go to work with my photos. I got the Russian guy. He's, like, crazy horny. You know what I'm saying? So he's just, he's just fucking retarded. But I'm going to be showing him all the photos. I made a video phone call last night.
God.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's his crazy Russian friend that was stalking me for a little while.
He was like, he goes, "She blocked me." I said, "Yanni, you kept video calling. She doesn't know you."
It looks like Janice. That's like
but that's how it's spelled, Janice. It's Yanni.
I thought it was a woman.
She goes, "Who's Janice?" Janice Sabak. I said, "What is that, Yanni's wife?" And then I realized I said, "What's the name you said?" She goes, "Janice." I said, "That's how you spell. That's how Yanni's pronounced. It looks like Janice. It's spelled exactly like Janice, except with like a S. Whatever.
I know, but yeah, so it's just kind of funny. But yeah, this guy was like stalking my mistress page for a while and calling me and video calling me, and I couldn't take it, so I blocked him. And he complained to Chris about it.
Oh, well, whatever. It doesn't make a difference. He doesn't know anything about this show, otherwise he'd be on the show too, listening.
Exactly. So it's kind of funny. But yeah, so it's very interesting. I did interview somebody yesterday live at the show. It was a girl sitting at our table. It was her first time going. And she gave a very...
I couldn't tell if they were together. One chick was like, all, like closing her eyes like it was too much for her. Right?
Yeah, I think one of them... Yeah, I don't know what the hell. I forget exactly. I'll have to listen, to yesterday's show.
Well, she was nice. The girl that was talking was very nice, but the girl she was with looked like...
she might have been drunk.
Or whatever. Well, it was the end. It was their show. Nobody was drinking during the day. Her friend was wiped out. Could have just been tired.
Yeah. no.
Or traumatized. Yeah.
Or traumatized. You're hilarious, dude.
Well, like I say.
Well, yeah, some people go to that event and they're like, "What the fuck is this?"
The girl was like, "Oh my god!" And one girl was holding her hand. I was like, "Shit," Don't get me wrong. I'm like an older guy, and these are two little young, little sexy things. I was like, "Great, they're holding each other's hands. Just please give me some attention." And the fact that dude, there's even like these fat sloppy chicks here. I'm like, I don't get any attention from nobody.
You're hilarious.
Because at one point I was like looking at one of them and I said, she kind of looks cute from the neck up. I mean, those tits look good, I guess. So then I'm gradually going, all right, from the tits up, that's not half bad. I'm like, they're so sloppy. I'm like, I can't fucking like that.
No way.
Hey, listen, I'm lonely. What can you say?
Yeah, they some of the guys on Twitter hashtag them sloppy BBWs, sexy sloppy, and like, look, whatever, to each his own. But I heard a lot of people.
What does BBW mean?
A big beautiful woman.
Oh, okay, guys.
Yeah.
I'm PG-13. I gotta get all this info in.
Oh, that's right. Evan Stone the Exxotica spokesman calls my friend PG-13. It's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, Triple X. That's where you're gonna get. I should get another photo with Evan Stone, and you tag it hashtag
PG-13.
Yeah, Triple X and PG-13.
That's great. I should ask him if he wants to come back on the network. Him and I used to do a show on a network together. I mean, he was the other co-host. Like, we were all on a network.
What you would just do it to, like, he was just doing his own show.
He was doing his own show. I was doing my show on there, and other people were doing their shows on this network, and it actually was pretty good for a while. So, you know, before I did that network, I actually did radio in Florida. I was the resident dominatrix on a heavy metal radio show. No, but I'll tell you about it. I was a resident dominatrix on a heavy metal radio show called Hellraiser's Ball out of Florida. The show was sponsored by Sam Ash Music. Hold on a second. And my job on the show was they would have like musicians come into the studio and they would like do like heinous things in public. And my job was to punish them on air accordingly to like the deed that they had done. And how I got this whole gig is I was friends with this girl in Florida who introduced me to this metalhead guy, JC Viper is his name. And he and I kind of hit it off, and he was like, you know, I would really like to have a dominatrix come on my radio show and like punish people. That would be fucking hilarious. So I did like the first 2 shows with them, and it really like got a lot of views on like YouTube and shit. I mean, I wasn't physically in their studio, but I did it by phone because I was far away. So, but it was cool because it's still me. Wow. Like they have my audio and I have the videos like linked to it. So they actually contacted me recently and told me that they were going to redo a new Hellraiser's Ball again. Yeah. And who knows, maybe I would go back on their show for a little while, right? Like, why not? So that's kind of like networking a little bit. And, you know, of course, I want people to go on the show, but usually people, when they follow me, I give them my Instagram or my TikTok because I post all that stuff on there anyway, and the Facebook pages. So if you want to network, and, you know, that's good. It's cool. But honestly, I just like Exxxotica because it's fun. I like to come and see all my friends that I haven't seen in a while. And it's kind of cool. I got to see Papa Scott yesterday. Papa Scott, Subby Karen, Master Mike, and who else? A couple of other people there are original Exxxotica people like myself who've been doing the shows for a very long time. And that original Exxxotica crew has kind of dwindled out the years. So there's only very few original people left in it. I think I saw another guy in the dungeon yesterday. He plays with fire and shit. He's I forget his name, but he's there. I saw him last night. I didn't say hello to him because he looked kind of busy, so maybe I'll go say hello to him today. But these are all the people I've worked with at the prior years at these shows when I used to do needle play demos and violet wand demos and cross-dressing pageants. And I did a live mummification at Exxxotica. It's actually on my YouTube channel. I was a little heavier in the video then, but that was in like 2014. I did a live mummification. Then I took that same guy and I mummified him to a freestanding wrought iron cage in the dungeon and left him on display. And I put letters like on him, MC 2014. Like I trademarked him and left him in the corner. And people at Exxxotica freaked out because he had a gas mask on, and they were standing taking photos with him, and then he would turn his head, and they were like, "Oh my fucking god!" I left him on display there. It was hilarious.
Oh, he had stayed there the whole show.
Yeah, he loved it, but he loved to be mummified. That was his thing. Yeah. So I fucking brought him there, mummified him on stage. You told him I'm gonna leave you, and
he was like, "Okay."
Yep, and I fucking had him in a diaper. So if he had to piss, he could just go.
Really?
Oh, yeah, let me tell you. I used to mummify him in a dungeon upstate New York. And, like midday, like 12 noon, I would start to, like, tape them up and stuff. It's a way to do it because you have to watch their breathing to make So I make it so he takes a breath, and then I exhales, and then I tape. But I tape very slowly so he can breathe. So this way he has enough capacity to take a little bit of breath, so he's not like completely constricted. So there's a way to properly do mummification without like killing someone. So if you don't know how to do it, you better learn how to do it quick because it's. So anyway, I'm pretty good at it. I look, I've been a dominatrix for 32 years. I can read people's bodies' language without them even telling me what's wrong with them. Like for instance, a couple of my friends at work or like my boyfriend the other day. I could just tell when somebody's like not feeling well, you know what I mean? And basically like reading into that and treating them accordingly. And they all like, how do you know that? I said, oh, listen, I read people's body language. I usually whip them or, tie them up or something like that. So I know what to do and when not to do something. Like, so it was kind of cool, But kind of interesting enough, like, I really don't see people mummifying people in the dungeon. They have the gauntlet wheel where you could put I should put you on that thing.
Like that's been around?
Yeah, it spins around.
All right, you can put me on and we'll get a video.
Yeah, that's awesome, right?
I'll let you spin me upside down and shit.
That's pretty cool. The gauntlet wheel's awesome.
Is that bad that I want to put that on my Facebook page?
No, that's pretty cool, actually. It's cool. Yeah, they have the rotating gauntlet wheel, which I want to put Chris on and take like a video of me like
whipping him
and turning him upside down. Right. Then they have the cross there, the St. Andrew's cross. There's 3 of them. Actually, they've had that a while. That cross, if it's the same one, back in a couple of years yonder, me and a couple of other mistresses had that subby Karen girl, my slave Paula, and I think Mum Man, my other slave. I had like 3 slaves there that one year. And I had them all on the cross, and me and all the mistresses like opened Exxotica with us whipping them on those things and got people to come into the dungeon. It was pretty awesome. So I've been doing a lot of stuff at those shows for a long time.
To pass the time, yeah.
Exactly. So that's pretty cool.
You're not my bitch. I'm putting you on a cross later, spinning you upside down and whipping you in front of everybody.
Listen.
And we're going to put it on my Whip Appeal page. Everybody's going to love it, Chris.
Either that or I can ask subby Karen to volunteer. She'll do it. I've played with her before. She wouldn't mind going on that thing. And then besides, her husband is the one that got to spin the wheel because I'm not spinning the wheel. Mm-hmm. I can't. I'm not going to be like able to spin that wheel. So, yeah, no way. But it's cool. I'm going to have fun. Today I'm going to walk around. I'm going to do another segment of the show from there. So I'm probably going to wrap this show up. But yeah, this is the morning of day 2 of Exxotica. So we were doing a recap from last night of our experience there while we were actually doing the show live from there last night. So I figured I'll do half-hour clips or half-hour shows throughout the weekend rather than doing one big long show on Friday. So Mistress Black Velvet, I think, is supposed to be doing her show live from there sometime today also, I think, if not tomorrow.
She listen to your show, Black Velvet?
Yeah, but she's on the network also.
Yeah,
she's got her show, Mistress Black Velvet's Meeting Place. That's what it's called. Them elder doms, they have different terminology. I don't know. My show's a little different than hers, I guess, to some degree. She does more like spiritual sexuality. She does talk about polyamorous and because she's in a polyamorous relationship
what the hell is a
polyamorous is like she's with a guy and a woman, but they're all together at the same time. Well, it's like polygamy. They're like polygamists.
Oh, they all live together?
Yeah, they all live together.
That guy and somebody else?
Yeah. That guy, Cece, he's a cross-dresser, dude.
Okay. Listen, they look like the elders, the senior citizens. Am I allowed to say that?
Yeah, you can say that.
I love you, Mistress Black Velvet, if you're listening. Listen, I don't play it nice and clean. I don't want to cross Mistress Black Velvet.
Oh, let me tell you, she's got some fucking cement hands. I thought she was gonna spank that woman.
Paddled out. She held back. If it was me, she would have it would have been like Hong Kong Fooey taking a karate chop on my ass. I know it.
Oh, let me tell you something. She spanked my ex-submissive, right? And
her ex-submissive. That's great, yeah.
Right? At a party once. And let me fucking tell you something. He was bent over, and the lighter's on the bed, right? And, yeah, there it is.
Oh, I don't know.
And she spanked him so fucking hard, he couldn't sit straight for a fucking month. Like,
are you talking Cupcake?
Yeah. She spanked Cupcake at a play party. And I think it was at Exxxotica one year. Oh, no, it was, yeah. No, she spanked him at a play party at her house. And let me tell you something. And she spanked him extra hard, and I'll tell you why. He was pretty bad to me one time, and he actually took his own collar off, and I told her about it, and she knew that before she met him. So she thinks that is like, so when she spanked him at the play party, she says to him, "Why did you think it was okay to dismiss yourself from your mistress?" That's what she said to him. She goes, that is a big no-no in my world. She goes, and I'm going to teach you never to do that ever again. That's what she said to him. She goes, I'm going to do it through a spanking that you'll never forget. So, he told on a show later, like a few months later, when she came on the show as a guest, she said to him about the spanking, and he goes, oh yeah, Mistress Black Velvet. He goes, that was the worst spanking I've ever had in my life. He goes, that was a pretty hard. He goes, you have hands like cement.
You saw that one chick, I was wondering if that was from an accident. See how big that black and blue on that chick's ass was?
Oh no, that's probably from somebody spanking her.
Really? Because it looked like she fucking... It looked like it was wiped from a motorcycle accident or something. You saw how big that big red mark was?
Listen, I've whipped people, made them look like that. But, that takes a special kind. That's usually somebody, a masochist. I'm into sadism. I like to, with the right person. Like Paula, my oldest slave, the 74-year-old. Back in the day, you should see the shit I fucking did to him. I used to stick...
But he loved it.
Oh, yeah. I used to stick fucking needles in his fucking back. I'd make staples in his fucking back. I'd make him wear, I'd make, 8 or 6 staples side by side up the back of his spine with a staple gun, surgical staple gun. And then I'd attach...
Oh, surgical gun, but still, isn't that
No, I would clean his back first and everything. I did it on a show for something, right? So I did a staple and needle corset up his back, and then I put ribbon, but I used Mylar ribbon because I took the violet wand, the thing that shocks people.
Oh, yeah,
it's attracted to metallic, so I put all metal in his back, and then I put metallic ribbon and had him on display. I had feathers sticking out of the needle caps that were doused with metallic spray. And I fucking zapped his whole back while he stood like this at Exxxotica one year. And he loved every minute of it. Yeah. I did it to that guy at the human floor, too. That guy was in the fucking Guinness Book of World Records. I fucking walked on his fucking face at Exxxotica. There's videos of me and him.
I saw that. I saw you walking on people.
In
fact, that's how we reconnected. I was cheering you on.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I remember my fan page.
On my news feed.
Yeah, I had...
Now look at us. We hang out all the time.
I know. The human floor. He actually contacted me on FetLife one year. And he's like, oh, I'm going to be at Exxxotica, and I really want to meet you. And he goes, I'm a masochist. He goes, I really want you to walk on my face and jab me with needles and all. So he volunteered to come at an Exxxotica. And at the time, I was working the show, so I did a violet wand needle demo. I had him laying on on that thing I was sitting on last night. There's a cage at Exxxotica that's a big cross, and it has 4 cages on it. And with a padded top. So I was sitting on it because I was like, oh, I can fucking rest my legs. And then Bruce from Kinky College comes over to me and he goes, well, look who it is. He goes, it's Mistress Candy. He goes, what a pleasure to have in my dungeon. That's what he says to me. So I said to him, I said, listen, can I come play in here tomorrow? He goes, yeah. He goes, you just have to sign a waiver. He goes, and you can do whatever you want. That's what he said to me. He goes, I would love to have you come play in the dungeon because I attract a lot of attention. Because I'm going to bring...
That's what he said yesterday?
Yeah.
Yeah,
so I'm gonna have to have Chris become my guinea pig for the day.
When somebody takes him flowers, the guys will love it at work.
Mm-hmm. Why not? It'd be awesome, right?
Mm-hmm.
It'd be a lot of fun today. So today is gonna be a fun day. We're gonna have a lot of fun there. We're gonna go visit a lot of people. I'm gonna kind of abuse Chris a little bit on the cross and other places.
Yeah, I'll be getting abused all day. She was like, get this, get that. Excuse me, it's PG-13. PG-13 coming through. Vanilla friend coming through. My vanilla friend is coming through.
So, but it's pretty cool, whatever. So, anyway, we're going to say good day for now, and we will be live at the convention center later on. I'll probably do it from BDSM or Live Radio Network, of course.
Yeah.
So, but...
Isn't that what this is?
Yeah, but I'm on the Whip... I'm doing it on the Whip Appeal now, my show.
All right, there's too many BD, Whip Appeal...
Listen, BDSM Alive Radio is a big network now. I have Rita Daniels on the network, I have Mistress Black Velvet, and I have my show on the network. I'm trying to get other people, hopefully at Exxotica, to join my network. So I'm kind of like talking to a bunch of people about it. It's kind of a good thing. But, I advertise for it all the time on Twitter. So meeting people in person, like, I've had a couple of fans come up to me now. You've seen that, right, Chris? Yeah. So a couple of my Instagram followers were happy to finally meet me in person. I have some more coming today. I actually got some private messages. Matt in Chains is supposed to come follow me. So I have a whole bunch of people coming to follow me.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty excited about it. So, but anyway, I'm going to say goodbye for now, and we're going to be live at the convention center later on today. So check out BDSM Alive Radio Network, and I'm going to do it right live from there. And I'm not taking any calls because I'm walking around the convention center, and it's kind of hard to hear in there. But I so far have been getting very good shows. But anyway, thanks for listening, and stay kinky, my friends, and stay tuned for the other show later today. And thanks for listening. Bye-bye.